Hello. Good evening, everyone. Who is there? My name is Topsy. Excuse me. My name is Topsy, and I'm here in Ivano-Frankivsk, Ukraine. So who is there? Let's talk about it. Who is there, guys? This is Topsy, and I'm here in Ivano-Frankivsk, Ukraine. I want us to talk about things you should know before you say yes. Things you should know before you say yes. So who is joining me today? Please, as you come in, share this video and invite your friends. Share the video, share, guys. Somebody will say share. Of course, that's my last word. So I'm borrowing my last word to say share the video, guys. Things you should know before you say yes. Somebody will say, are there things we should know before we say yes? Well, very, very important. Very, very important. This week we have been talking about delicate issues that had to do with relationship, marriage, and clergymen, our parents, society, and what have you. And I've got a lot of testimonies already. Thank you so much for those of you who tuned in. God bless you. I can see Harmony Chigozie. Thank you for joining. I see Rahimat. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Share the video and invite your friends, guys. Share the video and invite your friends. My name is Topsy, and I'm here in Ivano-Frankivsk, Ukraine. And we are going to be talking about things you need to know before you say yes. Whoa. You know, a day before yesterday, we looked at, what was the topic again? We look at who should decide who you should marry. Okay, that was our topic day before yesterday. Who should decide who you should marry? That was our topic day before yesterday. And as at yesterday, we looked at why I think the clergymen and the pastors shouldn't be the ones to decide who you should marry. Hello, Mr. Daniel. Thank you so much for joining. God bless you. Eduje, thank you for joining. God bless you. Please share this video and invite your friends. This week, we have been talking about lots of issues that had to do with relationship, marriage, and all that. And a lot of people have shared their own experience or what they think about the topic, and it was quite educative. It was quite interesting because I learned a lot from the previous topic we talked about a day before yesterday and yesterday. For those of us who missed it, please, I beg you, you should please go watch that of yesterday and day before yesterday. As at day before yesterday, we looked at who should decide who you should marry. Who should decide who you should marry? That was the topic for day before yesterday, and it was mind-blowing. It was excellent. It was worth talking about because I was able to review things that is happening in our African continent, and we think that is right, especially in Nigeria, where I come from. And I gave you guys stories of what happened to me as an individual and how I was almost deceived into getting to marry somebody who I never had anything to do with because of religion, because of belief. You get, if not that I had an experience, if not that I know little, and I was able to challenge the status quo, I would have fallen victim of what was obtainable. Okay, Mr. Daniel is saying, have shared, but will watch later myself. Okay, thank you so much for sharing. God bless you. Mr. Nsikak, thank you for joining again. You've been in quite an inspiration, coming to watch all the time. God bless you. My husband just joined, Clemsy Clement. Thank you so much for watching. He said, hello Angel, you look heavenly. Thank you so much, darling. You are the one who make me look heavenly. Hello, Mr. Isaac. Oh, good to have you around. I missed you yesterday. You were not here. We talked about another issue that had to do with relationship. That of yesterday was why I think your clergymen and your pastors and your parents shouldn't be the ones to decide who you should marry. So if you missed it, please check out the video. But today we're looking at another beautiful topic today, and it's titled things you should look out for before you say yes. Hello, Pastor Irene. God bless you, ma. Good evening. Good to have you around. Sir Austin, thank you for joining. God bless you, sir. Please share this video and invite your friends. Please, you should please help me share your comments or whatever you think about this topic. Please share the video and put out your comments there. I want to learn from all of you out there. What are the things you think we should look out for when we want to say yes, or when it's right time for us to say yes? What are the things you think we should look out for? Pastor Irene, you are a pastor and you are a mother. I know you know it all. You know it perfectly. I'll be glad to learn from you. And Mr. Austin, Mr. Isaac, and every one of you out there, whatever you think, please put it up. I want to learn from you, and I want my audience to also learn from all of us today. And that is why I always title my programs Building Minds, because I am not the only one learning. I'm not the only one talking, but you are also talking by writing, and all of us are trying to build ourselves. So I'll be glad to be built by you. I'll be glad to be inspired by your write-ups. So put it up and let's all learn from you. So things you should look out for when it comes to you saying yes. Things you should look out for. I was sharing with my husband this evening, and he was like, do guys say yes? Do guys say yes? I was like, of course, guys say yes. It's not only ladies who say yes. Guys also say yes. Hello, Marstella. God bless you. Good evening. Good to have you around. Please share this video, invite your friends, and help me put out your comment on what you think about this topic. What do you think we should be looking out for? What do you think we should expect? What do you think we should look out for when it comes to one saying yes to marriage, or even going to relationships? She say hello, Topsy. Hello, Queen Gift. Topsy, thank you, ma. Good to have you. Please, I want us to all share our opinion. What do you think? I'm waiting, guys. What do you think we should all look out for when it comes to saying yes? When it comes to saying yes, what are the things you think we should look out for? I'll be glad to learn from you. And that is why I keep tagging my videos Building Minds, because I learn from you and you learn from me, and we go out there to spread the word, to spread the good news, to equip people and save people from the mindset of what has been taught in the time past, and make our homes right. As we change our generations to come will learn from us and keep it up and make it right, so we can save our families to come. So please, what are those things you think we should look out for when it comes to saying yes? We've been talking about families and relationship this week, and it's been wonderful. It's been awesome, and I bless God for that, because I've been able to learn from those of us who put out their comments day before yesterday and yesterday, and it was really, really interesting because I was also able to share my stories when it comes to, marriage, and clergymen telling you, "Thus says the Lord, this person is your own," and all that. I shared my own experience on what I thought, what happened to me, what happened to me when I was in Nigeria, and how God saved my life, because I don't know what would have become of me today if I didn't have this knowledge, if I never knew, because not even my mother taught me, not even my pastors taught me these things. But because I was always inquisitive to read, to study, to learn, I always go on the internet, even as bad as the internet operation in Nigeria, I still try to, load my phone and watch messages on YouTube and all that. That was how I was able to learn these things. And that was how God was able to use those messages to save my life. So imagine for those people who are not taught, who do not know, who had been put under bondage, and past clergymen had made them look like slave children, and they are now so afraid, and they put their clergymen as mini gods. So they even respect them more than they respect God. So it's like anything pastor says, anything any godfathers and mothers says out there, it's all true. Well, it's not like that. If it has no proof, it is have no proof in the word of God. If it has no confirmation, then it is not true. So God was able to save me from that experience, that marital experience in Nigeria, where the pastor was telling me that God told him that I was his wife. And funny enough, I asked him some critical questions, and he could not give me vivid answers, because God eventually wasn't lying, wasn't a liar for him not to reveal the same thing he told the pastor to me. And eventually the guy took off and mistakenly got my immediate elder sister to tell her the same revelation. He never knew that we were both sisters, and that was how he was, he was exposed for being a fake and a liar. You get, this is how some persons who do not know get entangled with these people called great people who see the spirits, the spiritual world, and they deceive our innocent children. They deceive our young girls and young guys, to doing things that are not God-based, and not God's word-based, and not what God wants for their lives. So today we're looking at things you should look out for when it comes to, marriage. Well, the first thing I want to talk about today is what I call purpose. The first thing anybody out there should first consider before they say yes. The first thing, the very, very first thing, how important these things are. The first thing you should even consider before you before you think it wise to say yes, is what I call purpose. What is purpose? Purpose is the reason why a thing is created. Purpose is the reason why a thing is made. Purpose is the reason why a thing exists. So, the first thing that you should look out for when it comes to relationships, when it comes to, having a life partner, is what I call purpose. So you have to discover yourself before you know who suits the road that you have chosen, the road that God has chosen for you. Hello, Pastor Uche Chukwu Amadi. God bless you, sir. Thank you for coming. God bless you. Please share this video. Invite your friends. We're looking at things you should look out for when it comes when you want to say yes. Before you say yes, those things you should look out for. And I asked the question before now. I said, if perhaps you know the things you should look out for, or let me rephrase it, what are the things you think we should all look out for when it comes to, relationship, when it comes to marriage, and you saying yes and all that. So if you have anything to say, please put it up there. I will be glad to learn from you. And and life goes on, you get, because nobody knows it all. I'm trying to share a little view of what I think people should know before they say yes, so they don't get it wrong. Hello Nelly, thank you for joining. God bless you. Please share this video and invite your friends. So the first thing I wrote here, which is the first thing you should consider before you say yes, is what I call purpose. And I just define purpose as something, as the reason why a thing is made, the reason why a thing exists, the reason why a thing is created. So if you discover your purpose, then you make life easy for yourself. You make life easy for you. But if you don't discover purpose, if you don't know why you're here on earth, if you don't know why you exist, then you will be making the mistake to think that everybody who is out there, who is kind, who is caring, who is tender, has sweet words, knows how to say hello to a woman, or knows how to say hello to a man, or knows how to butu, according to the Delta State, to people who are from Delta State, those women who knows how to lie down and say good morning sir, good evening sir, those are the ones who are good for you. Well. Okay, Pastor Uchechukwu is saying something here. I think you should look at the person's purpose and vision. Bravo, that is what we are talking about. Beautiful. Hello Maggie, blessing Amos, thank you for joining. God bless you. Good evening. Please share this video and invite your friends. Pastor Uchechukwu just said something amazing and awesome there. He said, I think you should look out for the person's purpose and vision. Well, okay, beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. But the first person who has the work to do is yourself. The first person who have the work to do is yourself. Because if you don't discover yourself, you might fall prey into other people's vision and purpose. You might just have somebody to chat with or talk to, and the person's vision might be attracting, might be something nice for you, and then you just agree, but you've not even find it important to discover yourself first. So the first person to look out for is yourself. So you yourself have to discover your purpose. So be it a man or a woman, you have to first discover your purpose. You have to first understand where you are going. You have to first understand who you have been created for, who God has made you to be, and what kind of work have you been put here on earth to do. If not, well, you will be doing more harm to yourself than good. You'll be doing more harm to yourself than good, because, like I said a few minutes before I read this, read Pastor Amadi's comment, I said that there are so many men who are caring and all that, and some ladies who just fall prey to those things. Now, I asked some ladies when I was in Nigeria, when we have opportunity to have a meeting in church, maybe ladies or girls, single ladies meeting and all that. Okay, of course I was one of their leaders. I usually ask some questions. I ask them, what kind of a man do you want for yourself? What kind of a man do you want for yourself? And then you hear people say, oh, I want a tall man. I want a man who is body built. No, I don't. This person will say, oh, no, I don't want a man who has a body built. Oh, I want a man who is caring, who is loving, who is this, who is that. Amazing. Do you know why it's amazing? Because there are a lot of armed robbers who have body built. There are a lot of armed robbers who are fair. There are a lot of armed robbers who are tall. There are a lot of armed robbers who have all the qualities you want. So if you say, oh, this person, oh, I want all your focus is just on the physical things that you see, or the fact that the guy speaks eloquently, or the fact that the lady speaks eloquently, or the fact that the person is caring, kind, always providing for your needs. So you just be swept off your your imagination. You won't believe what will happen to you after you really discover who the person is, that what you are physically desiring for, you got the wrong person having the right thing. Because a lot of people live in pretense, both the men and the women. Okay, Pastor Uchechukwu is saying another thing. He said, the first person who has the first work to do is yourself. You have to discover yourself. Topsy gift. Thank you, sir. God bless you. My husband is saying something. Okay, good evening. Okay, greeting everybody. Okay, hello, Matt. Vivian Taylor, thank you for joining. God bless you. Hariom, thank you for joining. God bless you. Please share this video. Invite your friends. So, what are the things you should look out for when it comes to you saying yes? The first thing I said is you knowing your purpose, is you discovering who you are and who God has created you to be. Because if you don't know who you are, if you don't understand who you have been created for, who you have been made to be, and all the impact you are being created to make on earth, you might be marrying somebody who has a contrary view, or who has a contrary opinion, who had a contrary purpose to what you have been called to do. So imagine somebody who have been called into ministry. If you have been called into ministry, and then your wife saying to you, well, I don't think I have anything. Oh, of course, maybe maybe you did not discover before you got married. Hello, ma Elizabeth Elizabeth Obasirada. Thank you for coming. God bless you, ma. Please share this video. Invite your friends. So imagine you saying, oh, God has called me into ministry, into becoming a pastor. And then you didn't even check because, oh, the lady is always in church. She's dedicated, to God's service and work. And then she looks humble. She looks good appearance, she has humility. She's always there, she's so committed. And then you say, oh, this one will be good for ministry. You just grab the chick and tell her, oh, God, I love you, I want to marry you, and all that. Bravo, you get going. And only for you to discover that you already got married. That this lady has nothing to do with ministry. That she just loves to, she's just dedicated to God's work, but has nothing to do with, supporting your ministry. Maybe her passion is in banking. So it's like more of her 22 hours are in banking sector. She's always calculating what she wants to do, trying not to make mistakes, and trying to keep accounts and record okay for her bank. And then you are trying to pull her away to run the church stuff for you, and she's trying to tell you, excuse me, I have work to do. So you're going to find yourself having issues with your partner. Why? Because you do not sit down to calculate. If my wife is a banker, and before you saying yes to yourself to even approach her, why don't you even take out time to really know her purpose, her passion, her vision, what drives her the most? What were you expecting from her in the next 10 to 20 years of her life? You get it. These are critical questions you ask people, even if you're having intention of dating them or even having them as husbands or wife. Try to ask them futuristic questions. Try to ask them questions of the next 30 years, the next 20 years, 15 years of their life. So you can see their drive. You will see their passion, what drives them most. So with that, you can be able to tell if this person's passion is contrary to my passion, is contrary to my vision, is contrary, or is complementing. We can work together. We can go together. So if you don't try to, discover yourself and ask critical life questions to this person who you're about to say yes to, well, you might get it all wrong. You might get it all wrong. Believe me. Hello, Marlene Singh Gunobi. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Please share this video. Invite your friends. Like I said, a lot of ladies, love to list out just the physical things. Of course, physical appearance is very important when it comes to lasting relationship. Well, of course, well, a lot of people cannot do without the physical appearance. It's important to most men or most ladies out there, but it's not what comes first. As much as physical appearance is very important, it is not the priority. It is not number one priority. The first thing you should know is your purpose, so you guys don't work in country, you guys don't have conflict, so that you know who complements your vision, who complements your passion. Imagine you have passion, imagine you have desires, there's this driving goal, there's this thing there's this thing about technology that drives you crazy, to the extent that everything that you see in phones, electronics, computers, you want to open them to, to see what is going on inside. And then you have somebody who who is also having a passion for electronics. My. Imagine when two of you go into solitude, you are going to become history makers. You are going to begin to create things that will help the world. You're going to produce things that will shake the world. You are going to imagine things that can save lives. I have a guy in our Heroes Academy. His name is Aziz Sepa from Equatorial Guinea. This guy's passion every now and then is in computer. He had even designed a shoe that can save people from committing suicide. He had drafted out the shoe. He's working on it. Every time because he's in Tenopi here in Ukraine, we go to the same school, but he's in computer department. I'm in international economics. But every time I go to this guy's house, I always see him with computer. He has a timetable. He has a timetable where he's always, coding. He's always coding and putting things together. So imagine that kind of person who would want to marry and then marry a pastor. And imagine if the person is a lady and then marries a pastor. The pastor will be the only one in church, where the person will be locked up inside her room, doing what she has passion for. So it is very important you discover what drives people, what drives the person that is attracted to you, that person that you got attracted to. What is their passion? What is it that drives them? What is it that they cannot do without? What is it that when you take away from their life, it's as if you have just killed them? So make sure you discover yourself, you discover your purpose, and then you discover their own purpose. Of course, they would have discovered their purpose, but first of all, discover yourself and then look out for that thing that drives them. Try to ask them critical questions like, what is your passion in life? Ask them questions like, what is your passion in life? What is it that drives you? What is it you want to achieve in the next 10 years of your life? What is it you would like to achieve in the next 20 years of your life? What is it that you would like to achieve in the next 50 years of your life? So by so doing, you will be able to compare and contrast. If you guys are on the same journey, you guys should be in the same journey. If you should say yes, but the danger in this purpose thing I'm telling you is that some people get married and their visions and purpose die off because they married a man who does not complement their purpose. That purpose is being destroyed. That purpose will be ruined. Hello Munachi, thank you for joining. God bless you. Please share this video and invite your friends. For you to have a copy, just share the video and we'll be ready to go. Thank you so much, Mafumi. God bless you. Thank you for coming. Hello, Sir Emmanuel Namani. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Gladys, thank you for joining. God bless you. So you would be able to know who complements your vision, your passion, your purpose in life. Because you know what? if you get somebody who complements your purpose and your vision, then your work will be even much more easier, because the Bible said that one will chase 1,000 and two will chase 10,000. So if you have somebody whose purpose is not conflicting your own purpose, you guys can put heads together and work things out. You guys can put hands together and build your home and make history and develop that your passions and your purpose and bring it to reality. But if you marry somebody whose purpose is contrary to your purpose, is either one person kills his or her passion and supports the other person's passion, or there will be conflict in the home, because one person will be feeling that, oh, you used me. It was as if I had no reason to be on earth. It was as if I got married to you and I forgot everything I had planned for myself. Because when I was growing up, I used to write on papers things I want to achieve for myself when I get to this age, when I get to this age, and all that. Of course, I'm the kind of man I want to marry. Okay, so those are the things that I wrote down. But believe me, there are some ladies on earth today who do not even think about what they want to achieve. All they want to think about, all they are thinking about, is just to get a man to marry. And some of them who are, of course, of early age, they will start listing just the physical things they want from a man or from a woman. You get, and it doesn't really hold water. It doesn't really hold water, because purpose is what even makes it better. It's what makes life easier. It's what makes marriage sweet. It's what makes you relax. But if you marry somebody who has contrary vision, well, it might be difficult for you for you to complement. It's difficult for you to adjust. If it's either one person supports the other from background, and well, it's okay. It depends how you really want to place it. But if not, it really might affect your relationship or your marriage. Well, for Joyce Meyer, it might not be affect. Well, I don't know how much she copes with her husband, because she is a pastor and husband is not a pastor. So I don't know how they really complement. But of course, that's how they choose to live their life. That's how the way they structured for their marriage to be. But I'm saying, if you know the person's passion, the person's vision, the person's goal, it will be more easier for you to go together. Hello, Elise Musamba, thank you for joining. God bless you. Share the video, invite a friend. Elise. Hello, Maoriomi, God bless you. Good evening, thank you for joining. Efusa Daniel, thank you, sir, for joining. God bless you. Please share this video and invite your friends. My husband just put up a thing here. He said over 97% of young people have not discovered their purpose, yet they are going into courtship and marriage. You see what I'm talking about? It is really, really wrong. It is really, really bad, because one person either had to give up their purpose or visions for another to succeed, or the both would then have problem relating or progressing in the marriage. Because I've seen men who gets married to a woman and ask her to quit her job and just become a housewife and do just nothing than being a housewife. And some women, like my immediate elder sister, she hates to sit at home. She hates to sit at home. That is like the greatest work you will give to her. Okay, Mr. Austin is telling us something here, and I want to read it so we all can learn. He said, you have said it all, but let me just say, marriage is like a vehicle being driven by two drivers, the man and the woman. In order to make progress, both drivers must have the same destination in mind. That is purpose. They must both have same vision. They must have similar passion and same belief. Awesome. Thank you so much, sir. That is amazing. That is amazing there. God bless you. Hello, Malisa. Thank you for joining. God bless you. So please share your comments, and share the video as you come in. Thank you so much, sir, for that comment out there. It is very important to me and to all of us out there. Please, if you have anything to share, just share it. It is very, very important, so we all can learn from each other. So for you to make life easier for yourself, for you to make life fun, for you to make marriage fun, is when you have the same or similar passion. It's fun because I'm studying materials, you are studying materials, and we are coming together to achieve a particular goal. I'm trying to tell you, oh baby, I think you should connect this wire like this. Oh, you are telling me, okay, yes, let's weld this part. Okay, let's do this. By the time we put all our ideas together, we will produce a product. We will have a product that can transform a nation. We'll have a product that will sell worldwide. We'll have a product that will save generations. So you will make even much more impact when you have the same direction, the same, when you know where you are going, when you have understanding of where you are going to. So things you need to know before you say yes. The first thing we say is what I call purpose. Purpose is very important, and that is why I take a little time to dwell on it. If it's not important, well, I don't think I'll be talking about it, but purpose is like the beginning. It's like the number one thing that you should look out for. In as much as physical appearance is important, is good, but physical appearance cannot keep a marriage. Physical appearance cannot sustain a home. Physical appearance cannot make a home heaven on earth. Yes, it cannot. I've seen guys who say, oh, I don't care about her attitude, I don't care about her character, all I care about the fact that she has figure 8, oh, she's tall, she has hair, she has a long hair, she has hair on her skin, on her leg, she has this, she has that. Do you know what I asked them? What happens to that woman? What happens to the love when perhaps that person gets involved in a terrible accident and that thing is all being burnt out? The figure 8 is being shaped maybe by plastic surgery. The hairs are all got off. The face is not looking the way you all planned, you were seeing it from the beginning. Something just happened and everything disappears. What then happens to that love? What then will sustain that relationship? You get? So to me, I feel that it is purpose that can even sustain a relationship more than just the physical appearance. Because there are a lot of blind people today who still make history. There are a lot of crippled people who still make histories. There are a lot of people who are without arms. Imagine Pastor Nick. Imagine Pastor Nick. So if Pastor Nick never discovered his purpose to, you get, actualizing it and being passionate to bringing it to reality, he will just be among one of those beggars on the street sitting down and begging for peanuts. So that passion that drives him, that has made him a personality, is what his wife and his kids are even proud of. That, oh, that is my father. Oh, yes, that is my husband. The wife forgets that, oh, Pastor Nick is without arms and legs. So the children will even forget that daddy doesn't have hands, daddy doesn't have legs. Because of the history that daddy is making. Because of what? Purpose. Because of purpose. So to me, purpose is the first thing we should look out for before we even say yes. Before I got married to my husband, well, I looked for purpose. I looked for purpose. I saw that we were not conflicting. I saw that we have the same direction. We complement each other. That was the reason why I agreed in the first place. I met some business people. I met some guys who are business, as in their business is like, if you take business off their head, they are gone. We were contradicting. We were conflicting rather. They were business mindset. Business is good. I do business as well. But my drive and my passion is not in the kind of business they are doing. So that kind of thing they are doing takes me away from my passion, my purpose. So I feel like, well, we're not compatible. We're having conflicts. That's how I disappeared. I told them, sorry, I can't. Sorry, I'm sorry, I can't. So as much as physical appearance is good, purpose is the first thing one should look at for before they say yes. Like I just talked about, the next thing I look at is compatibility. You have to look at compatibility again when you look at purpose, because you can't say, oh, because that bad guy or that lady, we have similar purpose, you just agree. There are a lot of people who have similar purpose. There are people who have similar purpose with you, but they are not compatible with you. Believe me, they are not compatible with you, but you guys have similar passion, similar purpose. It doesn't mean that anybody that has similar purpose or passion with you should just be the one you just say yes to. There are still more people who have the same zeal, the same passion, the same kind of purpose with you. So that drive should be like number one, you should write out. And then when it comes to, you write out another thing called compatibility. How can you guys, are you guys really compatible? Are you guys really compatible? Because there are lots to do with compatibility when it comes to emotions, when it comes to, talking to others, when it comes to relating, when it comes to thoughts, when it comes to reasoning, when it comes to attitude, so you have to understand, you have to denote those that if are you guys really compatible. Hello Nick, thank you for joining. God bless you. Please share this video and invite your friends, and God bless you. So you have to look at for number 2 thing I call compatibility. Because if you guys have similar purpose, similar passion, but are not compatible, well, my dear, I won't say you should say yes, because if you're not compatible, you can still ruin your home. You can still destroy the same passion. That incompatibility can destroy the vision, the passion, the zeal, the purpose why you are here on earth, the purpose why you have been created. So if you don't look out for that that compatibility, it might be a problem tomorrow in the future. It might be a big problem in the future. So number 1 thing you should look out for is what I call purpose, and the second thing you should look out for is compatibility. So make sure you guys complement each other. Make sure you guys are compatible with each other for you to even consider to say yes to each other. Hello Marola, thank you for joining. Please share this video as you come in and invite your friends. We are talking about things you need to know before you say yes. Things you need to know before you say yes. If peradventure some of us have already got married before we even start thinking about these things, and we've all got it wrong, it is still time to make it right from your generations to come. You can teach your children the right thing they need to know. What are those things they need to know before they say yes? Because I've seen, there was a man, oh, lovely dress. Thank you, Ma. God bless you. Hello, Prince Sunday Johnson. Thank you for joining. God bless you.
So there was this lady in my church. Believe me, she is a queen. As in, when it comes to being pretty, oh Jesus Christ, she's too beautiful that every woman in church admire her so much. Even she is married. She's married. Even men who are married and even the unmarried, we're tripping for this woman. Because I had some few single guys friends who used to tell me, oh boy, this woman, wow, this woman is cute. Or this woman, this woman is too cute. She's too beautiful. But do you know what? The husband is handsome. But you know what? You know the problem? There were things the man did not ask the woman. There were things he did not discover before he said yes to himself to even going to approach the woman. There were things he did not ask the woman even before they got married. So those were things that were haunting him right in the marriage. And you see these people outwardly, they look so cute together. They look so beautiful. The man wears a blue suit, the woman wears a dinner blue gown, looking cute and beautiful. You need to see this woman. Hello, MNEK Floxy. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Please help me share this video and invite your friends. So there were things this man did not consider when he was looking for a bride. He was just too carried away by just her outward appearance. He just could not wait to marry a queen, a princess. Every woman is one. You can make her the queen that you want her to be. So this man forgot that beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. That beauty is not what can sustain a marriage. And when he brought this woman, everybody was like, whoa, wow, your little wife look wonderful, your wife look awesome, your wife look amazing, woo, 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 wow, wow, bravo, woo. So, but what happened? They were always having problem in their relationship. But you wouldn't know if you are not close to them, because outwardly you would think everything is going on fine, everything is going on perfectly, that nothing, no problem. One day, I had the opportunity to hear the man saying that if he would want to, they asked him, what are your regrets? What are the things you ever regretted in your life? And I get amazing. I was amazed. And the man said, one of the things he regretted doing is the fact that he never gets to ask or know more about the person he was, getting married to. And everybody was like, "Oh, are you regretting marrying your wife?" She's like, "Oh, no. Of course, I'm not regretting marrying my wife. She's pretty. She's doing." Of course, he can't say it, in the public and all that. Okay. Pastor Irene is saying something amazing here. Please, I want to read, guys. So join me. Let's read. She said, "I got married 14 years ago when there was no teaching like this. I did not even know there was anything like purpose. However, I was very, very prayerful and hence was led by the Lord to marry my husband. By the time I discovered what purpose was," okay guys, let me click it. There's still more. By the time I discovered what purpose was, I realized that he was the most, I'm coming, let me scroll down. Okay, she said, okay. I realized that he was the most compatible man when it comes to his and my purpose. Wow. I could not have married another man. Wow, this is amazing. I am grateful for the leading of the Lord. I believe that with teachings like this, one you are doing, it will be even much easier for men and women to pair up rightly. Thank you for your diligence to teaching us. Wow, no, ma. Thank you rather for teaching me, because I just learned something from you right now. Thank you so much, ma. I am really, really, grateful for this, your teachings. This is already, great teaching out there. God bless you. Super. Thank you so much, ma. We are here to teach, each other. You are a pastor, and you have been in the ministry for a long time, and I'm grateful, and I submit to your authority. So thank you so much for that comment there. God bless you. You know what Pastor just said now, that the Holy Spirit led her to marry her husband, being the right man that she married. Well, it's very very good. Okay, before then, Mr. Uche, thank you so much for joining. God bless you. Please share this video, invite your friends. Hello, Grace Jane, thank you for joining. God bless you. Please share this video and invite your friends. Well, the Holy Spirit, yes, can lead you to, not making mistakes, but, God said, the Bible said, He would overlook when it's time, when how was it really put? In the days of ignorance, He will overlook, of course. When most people do not know these things, God were able to, place the right partner for them to marry. Okay, so as knowledge and wisdom is springing up, and people are getting to know, we are even helping God do less work, and we now know the right thing to do. Thank you so much, ma, for that once again. God bless you. Because I remember that not just in purpose that you should look out for. There are other things that you should also look at, not just in purpose and in compatibility, but also in medical aspects. Like if the woman is SS or she's AS and you are AS. Is she AS? Are you AS? Is she AA? Are you AA? Is she SS? Are you SS? So you see, in the time of the old, there was no machine to really dictate who is AA, who is AS, who is this, who is that. I remember my mother telling me that there were times, when she was growing up, people were giving birth to children who were imbecile, who were always having, who were sickler, who was always having some sickness or the other. That what they thought then was that it was the demon, it was the devil, it was a curse. So it was like a curse for you as a woman to give birth, and your child is constantly being sick. So your husband begins to look at you like you or your people are the witches and wizards. You get, but they don't know that it has nothing to do with witches or wizards. It is medical, it has to do with genes, it has to do with blood group. Does your blood group really match with each other? Is there contradiction? Are you AS? Am I AS? There's every possibility that will give birth to a child SS. So, Mr. Austin, thank you for joining. God bless you. So God was matchmaking people, even then, without checking their blood group, and some of them were lucky not to be SS marrying SS. So I know my mother, she's AA. My father is AA. But they never checked even before they fell in love or they got married. So that was even amazing there. That was God, trying to save some of his children from ignorance. So bravo to God, and we are grateful to that. So, but today we have been asked to look out for all these things before we even say yes to, getting married. Somebody can complement your purpose, you can be compatible with them, but when it comes to medication, when it comes to blood group, my brother, my sister, they do not compliment you. You can't say, oh, I go in by faith. It's like you seeing fire and stepping into the fire and say it's by faith. Well, it might hurt you. It might really hurt you. But if you don't know and you go into it, well, of course, God might save you. God might, revert the person's, blood group or something. But it's one thing we all should look out for. Blood group is very, very important. Don't say, oh, I'm a pastor. Oh, I'm a born again. I speak in tongues. I have carried the mind of Christ. Oh, this. I have faith. I have faith that can move a mountain. I have faith that can shake heaven and shake earth. And then you see fire and you took your own leg and put inside the fire. Believe me, God will allow the fire to hurt you because you saw correction, you saw pain, you saw something that is not good for you. You got yourself into it, and then asking God to save you. Most times it is when you don't know that He actually saves you. When you don't know, that's when He comes in to become our saviors. Hello, Adembo, thank you for joining. God bless you. Please share this video, invite your friends. We're talking about things you need to know before you say yes. Things you need to know before you say yes. They are very important. Number 1 is purpose. Number 2, compatibility. Number 3, like we just say, medical. When it comes to blood group and all that, it's important. Don't overlook it. Don't say it's too small. It's too small. I think I can do without it. Don't say that. Don't say that. Okay. If you are AS, look for somebody who is AA and that complements you, and that you guys have almost the same passion, zeal, or purpose together. Beautiful. Then you can chase 10,000. Okay. Hello, Majane. Thank you for coming. God bless you. Please help me share this video and invite your friends. Good evening. Okay. I have another woman of God putting up something here. She said, sweetheart, genotype is one important thing we should look out for, because we don't want to bring children who will be having medical condition all through their lives. Anyone we can avoid, we should do that. Beautiful. That is what we're talking about. So being able to know your blood group and your genotype of yourself and that of your partner is very important. You shouldn't overlook it. You shouldn't overlook it, so that you don't start blaming God. Oh God, why is my child always sick? Oh, why? But when you were using your 2 eyes to say yes to your bride or your groom, you knew that their genotype and their blood group their genotype rather does not complement with your genotype. So it's very important. You should look out for, if their genotype is AA, is AS, if it's SS. Don't play yourself. Don't say love is blind. We can do without it. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Well, God who put it there wasn't a madman. God who made people's genotype different from others is not stupid. He's not crazy. He's not a mad God. He knew why He did it. So if you are AA, you can confidently marry a woman who is SS. If you are AA, you can marry a woman who is SS, and you just have children who are AS, and all that, because you won't have a child who will have SS. You will just have children who are AS all through. Then the children who are AS all through can marry others who are AA, so they don't have AS in their gene. Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Ibrahim, for joining. God bless you. So we are looking at things you need to know before you say yes. Things you should look out for before you say yes. Number 1, we say purpose, which has to do with your passion, which has to do with the reason why you're here on earth. What drives you? What is it that drives you more than every other person? So your zeal, your passion, your goal. Look for somebody who complements that, and then you can make even life easier for yourself and make history for your family and the world at large. So second thing we say is compatibility, and now we just talked about genotype from what Pastor Irene put out there. That was how we got that from there. So it's very important. Don't joke with it.
Okay, Ma'am Rhoda is putting another thing. She said, but do you know some people have Down syndrome kids? But this one isn't anything to do with medical compatibility, as this can happen to anyone. Okay, so these kids should be accepted and treated. Okay, let me scroll down and read that. And accepted. Oh, 1 minute, let me get it. Accepted and treated as highly special children as regards to their condition. Why not? Of course, the children did not bring it upon themselves. They did not, bring that to themselves. So why not? You should care for them. Nobody should reject their children that God has given to them. There's a reason. There are people who are still AA but still have children who have one ailment or the other. So you never can tell what that child will turn out to be tomorrow. If you can imagine, if Pastor Nick, if the mother actually threw him away and said, "Oh, Pastor Nick, we don't need you. You are bringing shame to the family," and then they throw him away. Well, they would have given up a kingdom changer. They would have given up life transformer. The history that he had made today, the impact he had made in the life of others that are like him, and those who are not like him, who are perhaps thinking that God does not have anything to do with them, even while they have 2 arms and legs. But seeing a man who does not have but is making history is a challenge. It's a motivation. So if the parent had given up on him, there's a lot. They would have done more harm to the earth than just giving up. Imagine if they give up one person, they will give up a whole generation. They will deprive a whole generation of the impact one person can make. So if you deprive one child, you don't deprive one child, you deprive a whole generation of the impact that child is going to make in the whole universe. The same thing when it comes in late Archbishop Benson Idahosa. That man was a transformer. He was one who brought, God, and he brought, God to Nigeria. Somebody who can tell the demons when to hold a meeting and when not to hold a meeting. So you see, but this man also had a medical issue, and he was also being almost abandoned. But later his mother refused and went ahead to get him and took him to place where he stayed with a man that it was like his uncle, and he suffered all through, and he encountered God all the while along the line, and then he started making history and changing generations. So imagine if Bishop Idahosa of blessed memory was thrown into the dungeon, was forgotten, was abandoned. That transformation will not, perhaps would have been made by another person, but you have deprived God of the purpose of bringing him here on earth, and you have deprived others of the benefits of what he will contribute to humanity. So that is one thing out there. Thank you so much, Maroda, for that. God bless you. Hello, Ma Adeze. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Hello, Matega. God bless you. Thank you for joining. Shasha, thank you for joining. God bless you. Please share this video and invite your friends. I'm talking about the things you need to know before you say yes. Things you need to know before you say yes. It is very, very important. Don't overlook some of these things, because these things can make your home heaven on earth. They can make your home beautiful, and some of these things, if you don't care about them, they can also destroy your home. So if you want to have a beautiful home, please don't
forget about these things. Don't call it common. Don't say it's not important. Don't be blinded by love and say, oh, I love this woman, I love this man. Every other thing people are saying is rubbish, is trash. I just want to just want to marry this guy. I just want to marry this woman. Well, you might discover you're making the greatest mistake of your life by the time you get into the business and you see that, well, what you saw wasn't what is happening. You'll be asking yourself, God, what have I gotten myself into? I hope it doesn't become too late for you to realize how important these things are for you to know before you get into before you say yes. Okay, I'm going to read another thing that Maroda is saying here before we continue. She said, loving, okay, sorry guys, I think I overshifted it 1 minute. Okay, she said, loving teaching it's like loving your teachings, my darling. Please find out these medical histories of each partner before things go pretty far. So when parents are saying no for one reason or the other, some youths will say God will make a way. I love this. And she said, and help them. Okay, so knowing thereby earlier is really key. Okay, nice topic. Thank you, Bayu. You see, that's what we're saying. Some people are so religious that when you are telling them practical things they should know, they will be telling you they'll be quoting scriptures for you. It's as if you don't know God. It's as if you don't know the scripture, you don't know the word of God, or you don't have faith. So they make you look like you wait. It's as if I don't know. Wait. It's as if I don't know God. This child knows God more than me. When they are supposed to be as practical as possible and being real, and not telling themselves lies, or not being carried away by what they call love, that is sometimes might not even be real love, might just be, infatuation, or they can't wait to have, sex with these persons, and they call it love. So my husband is saying something beautiful here. He said, if you deprive a child of his purpose, you deprive many generations to come to impact that child. To impact that child would have added to the world. The impact that child would have ever had to the world. Okay, thank you, sir. That's very good there. Okay, Williams, thank you for joining. God bless you. Thank you. Please share this video and invite your friends. We're actually talking about something very practical here that youths should look out for, that should be taught. These topics should be taught in our churches. These topics should be taught in our religious places. It's very important, because do you know why in Nigeria, in my country Nigeria, we have high rate of children who are imbecile? We have high rate of children who are sicklers. In the northern part of Nigeria, we have high rate of this category of people in Nigeria, because the Hausas do not want to learn. They don't want to study. They just see a lady, maybe, of course, they get married at a tender age, or they still do betrothal. They still betroth children to, a guy, betroth a lady, a little girl who is less than 8 years or less than 10 years to a man, or less than 18 years to a man. You see, so they really do not want to check medical wise, is this person's genotype compatible with my genotype? They don't even care. They just get married, and that is why most of them produce these kids that we're talking about. And when the man sees that, oh, he doesn't have the money to keep spending on drugs for these kids, they send them out and give them plates to become beggars on the streets. You see, innocent children who did not bring themselves to earth will start suffering the ignorance of their parents. So these things are very important. I think we should all be teaching it in our religious places, that people shouldn't get married without discovering all these things, especially when it comes to purpose, when it comes to compatibility, when it comes to medical compatibility. It is very, very important. Perhaps we can reduce the high rate of children born of sickle cell children, sickle cell anemia children. We can reduce the high rate of these things happening in the northern part of Nigeria. So if the imams in their mosques will take it up to be teaching them how important these things are, because it's not a religious topic. The things you should know before you say yes is not a religious topic. It's not just something that we should teach just in churches, but it's something that everybody should know. So we can't say, oh, this message is just for people who are Christians. This message is just for Christians. Let's not teach it in the mosques or in other religious places. It's a general topic that anybody can sit down to learn, or everybody is supposed to know. So it's very important, so we don't endanger our innocent children's life. It's very, very important. The next thing we look at here, which might be controversial to some persons, is what I call faith. The first thing I said you need to look out for before you say yes is what I call purpose. The second thing is what? Compatibility. The third thing is what? Medical compatibility. Hello, Mr. Henry. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Hello, Mr. Prince. Tejire, thank you for joining. God bless you. Please share this video as you come in and invite your friends. We are talking about the things you need to know before you say yes to your partner, to either of the partners. My husband said, can a man say yes? And I said to him, yes, a man can say yes. He said, how can a man say yes? I said to him, well, before the man even proposed in his heart to go after a woman, he already said yes to himself. He already agreed. So that agreement is saying yes. So, but the woman, of course, will give the second yes before, the whole thing will, take place. Hello, Elena Shevchenka, thank you for joining. God bless you. Please share this video as you come in and invite your friends. Okay, so let's continue. The first thing you need to know is what I call purpose. The second thing, compatibility. The third thing is genotype, which is medical compatibility. The fourth thing you need to know is what I call faith. 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 And somebody would say, what kind of faith is she talking about? Well, I'm talking about religion. I'm talking about what you believe in. What is your faith? Who do you, your place of worship, or who do you really believe in? Your faith. Are you a Christian? Are you a Hindu? Are you Muslim? Are you from another religion, or are you an atheist? So you need to know before you say yes, because a lot of people look beautiful out there but are not in the same religion with you, but perhaps you're attracted to them. A lot of people look beautiful but are not compatible with you. So you need to know their religion and be ready to agree whether or not to accept their religion. Because I've seen what is it called? I've seen a Muslim marrying a Christian, and they both live together, have children, and the woman still goes to church, and the man still goes to mosques to worship. Well, if they think it's not a problem to them, well, it's their choice. But as long as I'm concerned, I would say marry your religion, because it's better for you. It helps you not to have a divided home. Because however you want to pretend that, oh, my wife is a Christian, I'm a Muslim, the home is still divided. Because some of your children are going to become Muslims, or none will be Christians. So you will feel left alone. You feel that, oh, so I was just an instrument to give him children of the same religion. So you as the woman become just the only one who is a Christian, and the man and his kids, goes to mosques to pray. So you won't pretend to me that you don't feel jealous sometime, or you don't feel pain, or you don't feel hurt sometime. If you are the man who is a Christian and your wife is the Muslim and all your children are Muslims, you might be feeling jealous, you might be feeling left alone, you might be feeling left out, you might be feeling like somebody just used you. So if you are the man and you are a Christian and all your children are Muslims, following your wife who is a Muslim, going to church, going to mosques, and you are the only man who is always going to church, believe me, when you go to church and you see other families who are connected together, father drives his children to church and they worship, and you there is no way you will tell me you will not wish to be like them. You will not wish to be the one who drives your kids and your husband to church, because it makes life easier, it makes things easier. You guys reason together, you guys solve issues together because you have the same faith. You have the same faith, you understand the Bible, you understand God, you understand God's stand when it comes to marriage and relationship. So you know what is obtainable in Christendom. Hello, Victoria Omotosho. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Please, as you come in, share the video and invite your friends. Hello, Progress. Oh, you are such a nice person. Thank you so much for coming. God bless you. Hello, Cecilia Caris. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Please invite your friends. Please share the video as you come in. And drop your comments. What do you think we should all be looking at for before we all say yes to either both parties? So it is important you should know your partner to be faith before you say yes to them. Because imagine you have an issue that has to do with both parents coming together. So your parents who are Christians will come, your husband's parents who are Muslims will come. So when your parents are quoting scriptures on how to solve the problem, it's contradicting what the other faith is saying. So you see, and somebody is trying to dominate and you don't even know how to go about it. Ma Cecilia is saying late, no notification. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please, you can turn on the notification. I think there's a notification point there. Maybe just put it on. Anytime I come online, you can always get the notification. Okay. Hello, Sawale Noble. God bless you. Thank you for coming. I love what you're saying. Okay, he's putting up something here. Let's read it. He said, good evening. It is important to look out for who he or she reverence and honor. A man, a woman who gives reverence to no one is full of himself, and when marital challenges set in, as case may be, such marriage will suffer. Okay, this is his own opinion. So this is what he said we should all look out for when it comes to saying yes. Okay. Secondly, he said it is very important before saying I do to understand that we are not to promise our spouse love. Rather, we are commanded to love our spouse. Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much, sir. I love that. That is very important there. But okay, when it comes to reverence, okay, you said look out for who he or she who reverence and honor a man or a woman who gives reverence to one who reverence, okay, who give reverence to one. No one is full of it. Okay, no one is full of himself, and when marital challenges set in, as the case may be, okay, such marriage suffer. Okay, he is looking at honor, he's looking at respect, he's looking at somebody who can
be submissive, who reverence, who honors, who adheres, somebody who has a listening ear, and all of it. Okay, it's important. But before you came in, before the comment, I said the first thing we should look at for is purpose. The first thing we should look at for is purpose. The second thing I said compatibility. The third thing was what? Genotype, like medical compatibility. Make sure you know yourself when it comes to medical compatibility. Are you AA? Are you AS? Are you SS? It's very important. Don't shy away from it. The fourth thing I was talking about was faith before the comments. Okay, but I think the Bible says that the man should love his wife, whereas the woman submits. So if you love your wife, genuine love, because believe me, there are other little issues that will come up in relationship. It's just normal, because you guys are coming from different planets. But if you look at if you are one who genuinely loves, you can overcome those little challenges, because you have looked at for purpose, you have looked at for compatibility, medical compatibility, you have looked at for temperament, and you are looked at for faith. So every other little issues are just minority, something you can always overlook. But if you are not compatible with the person, you guys having different purpose, passion, or vision, or zeal, you guys are coming from different faiths, you guys' temperament are contrary to each other, they can never complement well. Whoa. I don't think love can solve anything. I don't think reverence even can solve anything. We will all be living in pretense. None of this can solve either of it. But if you look out for this, if you look out for somebody who really is compatible with you, look out for purpose, you look out for temperament, you look out for medical, compatibility, you'll be doing yourself more good than harm. Then every other thing suits in because of your faith. You look at your faith, you know what's the stand when it comes to marriage. So just before you put up that comment, I was saying, so imagine this family having problem, and then the family of the girl comes, she's a Christian, and this other person comes, they are Muslims. How do you settle the issue? This person is coming with Bible to preach and pray, and this person is coming with Quran. So it's contradicting. So I think it's better if you marry somebody that has the same faith with you. You'll be doing yourself a lot good. Okay, so I'm having another thing from Maroda. She said, I am also of the opinion that there should be no third party in marriage. Try fix your issues and don't be quick to report each other to a third party. But when it's looking overwhelming, go on your knees in prayer and speak to the one your partner respect. But that should be your last option, as running in the third party for advice. Of course, that should be that. Of course, that is very important. You don't just have a little issue and the first thing is telephone call, mommy, this, daddy. No, that's childish. That is nonsense, because your own parents also had marital issues and they were able to save it. They were able to maintain it. They were able to still keep up until you got your own husband. So you shouldn't be putting out your flaws out there so that everybody will know that there's always a problem in this home. So it's not advisable at all. So I like that from Maroda. Thank you so much for that. So the last thing here, the last but not the least I have here is what I call temperament. As little as temperament, some people don't pay attention to temperament. Some people don't even have time to go study the importance of the basic temperament we have, ranging in human
today, some people don't see it as anything. Some people feel like, oh, as long as she's tall, she's beautiful, she has a degree, she comes from a rich family, well, to me, she's good to go. She goes to church. What else can I want from the woman? Well, it's not all, my dear. I think you should also look at for temperament, because temperament is very, very important. Like I talked about little about temperament yesterday. I said you can't imagine two cholerics marrying each other, my sister or my brother. I said yesterday, we'll be picking your rooftop, we'll be picking your properties that are in your rooms, from picking it from your neighbor's house, from your neighbor's compound. We'll go pick it out from your neighbor's compound. So imagine two flag marrying each other. It's going to be another chaos. But if two sanguines marry each other, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, okay? It's very good. If a sanguine marries a choleric, it's also beautiful. It's also good, because they can complement each other, but not the other way. So if you are hot-tempered, if you cannot take bullshit, if you cannot take nonsense, you are easily pricked by little things. Well, I don't think you should marry a woman who is like that. I'm going to use my elder sister for example. My elder sister, I hope she will not shoot me if she's not here, of course. If she sees this video afterwards, so she will not shoot me. My elder sister is very, very temperamental, and when I was growing up, when I was in school, there was this guy she was having a relationship with, my sisters. That guy was a hyper choleric. This guy, oh God have mercy. He has this domineering attitude. He has this anger issue. He's always aggressive. Little things get him upset, and he has this Lord. He loves people to worship him, to respect him, those kind of attitude. And my elder sister, I don't even know how they got to meet each other and started dating. And my elder sister is also temperamental. So in my mind, I was like, how would these guys, how will they live in their homes? Because I don't see reality. I don't see these guys really coming together as husband and wife. But thank God that that relationship ended. After some time, it ended, and it ended in a bad way. So my sister was feeling so depressed and all that. In my little heart, in my little head, I was thanking God. I was thanking God for letting that relationship go, because she was going to do more harm to herself than good, because she doesn't take nonsense and the guy doesn't take nonsense. So who then will take nonsense? Who then will take nonsense? If you don't take nonsense and this guy doesn't take nonsense, what are you going to do? You are going to be flinging your computers and your televisions, and you fling it off your roofs. You pull off and cause chaos and damage your things. So what kind of relationship is that? It's going to be devilish. So if you know you are temperamental, please look for somebody who is not temperamental to complement you, so that you guys don't produce kung fu and tai chi children. Kung fu and tai chi, your children will be doing kung fu and tai chi. As you and your wife, you guys are doing the tai chi, your children will be doing their tai chi, and it doesn't make any sense. You guys will not produce any good result at all. Hello Fortune, thank you for coming. God bless you. I will soon be ending the video, because I'll be going to join my mentor, Dr. Sunday Adelaja. We are still on the topic about truth, and how to detect a true man of God. That's been his topic. So I think I'll be ending very soon. So okay, my husband had just put up something. Let me read. He said, temperamental man plus temperamental woman fight and quarrel every day. Yes, my dear, yes, my love, that is it. Every time you're just going to have all of those issues. So make sure you don't
You know your temperament and who can complement you. Who complements your temperament, you guys can make a beautiful home. So don't forget, let's run it again. The things you should look out before you say yes. Number one, we say purpose, because it's the first thing, is the beginning, is the thing that binds you, the reason why you are here, is what you have been created for, is the impact you have been created to make. Please don't joke with it. So number one, we say purpose. Number two, we say being compatible with each other. Being compatible. Make sure that every other thing goes along to you guys go along together. Number three, we said medical compatibility when it comes to you being AS or SS or AA. Make sure you get it right. Don't use faith. Don't say I believe in Christ Jesus, nothing will happen. Don't play yourself, and don't get your innocent children into trouble. Number four thing I said was faith, like faith religion, when it comes to who do you believe in, who do you worship. Some people are Hindu, some people are atheists, some people are Christian, Muslims. Don't it. Don't feel like it's not important. It is important, because that thing has ruined a lot of homes. Some people say, it doesn't matter, I will allow him to be going to his church, I'll be going to my mosques. Eventually, it's either one person is being forced to convert and the person is not ready to convert, and then they break up, they have divorce, or they both keep having issues, because they are not compatible when it comes to their faith. So don't play with it. It is very, very important. As much as you want to fall in love with your faith of the person you believe God, except God told you to go for that person, that he will be the one to change that person. Don't have it in mind that you will change a person. Don't play yourself. Nobody has the ability to change another person except God. Don't play yourself. Please don't play yourself. So nobody has the ability to change a person except God. Hello, Sir Edwin and Mimi. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Share the video and we will be ready to go. Thank you, sir. He said, good evening, Topsy. Good evening, sir. Okay, guys. So don't jones yourself. Don't play yourself. It is very important. Don't say, don't worry, God will settle it. Oh, God will do. Oh. Don't put God in the picture, because first of all, God had already given you the willpower to be able to decide for yourself the kind of person you would want for yourself. He, as much as he has all the power to choose for you, but he has also given you the power to choose for yourself. It's not clear, really. Can you hear me now? Oh, say it's not clear, and I didn't know about that. So, as much as you would like to choose to have a beautiful home, make sure you don't choose somebody outside your faith. Make sure you choose somebody who is in the same faith with you. It is very, very important. Okay, so the last thing I talk about is temperaments. It's clear. Okay, thank you, ma, for that. God bless you. She said it's clear. Okay, so make sure your temperament complements. My mother did not teach me these things while I was growing up as a child, and I've heard topics like the things you should look at for as a woman, but I haven't heard it in this direction. In this direction, believe me, I've been in church for more than 10 years. I haven't heard this. One of the things I was hearing is things outside these things. So I begin to wonder if these things are not important for us to look out for. So please, it is very important. Let's all look out for it and make things right. If we already got it wrong, let's make it right. Because if you don't look at your temperament well, you might be doing more harm to yourself than good, because eventually you get into the marriage, you'll be frustrated, you'll be tired, you'll be asking God why. Oh, I thought he loved me. Oh, I thought she loved me. Oh God, what is this? This is not what I bargained for myself. Oh God, why are you wicked? Oh God, oh God, oh God. But God gave you the willpower to make a choice for yourself, to make a choice for somebody you know you can stay with, you can make family with. But what did you do? You throw away your will and sold it out in a glimpse of just a physical appearance, and the love thing that they say love is blind and all that. So don't set it out, guys. Make sure you get these things right, so you won't make mistakes, so you won't have a marriage that is hell on earth, so guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I'll be coming tomorrow to talk about another topic. I hope you have enjoyed today with me. I hope you have enjoyed today. I hope I made sense. I hope we all made I hope I made sense, because you guys make even more sense. Those comments out there, I am so grateful. Those comments, I really learned a lot from it. God bless you so much. I am really grateful. Thank you, guys. For those of you who missed my yesterday's topic, please go check it out. The day before yesterday, we looked at who should decide who you should marry, and yesterday was why I think your clergymen and your parents shouldn't be the ones to decide who you should marry. And I think in those two topics, we looked at the dangers of allowing your clergymen or your parents or whoever, your friends out there, choose who you should marry. It's really something we all should talk about. If nobody's talking about it, I had to talk about it, because it was something that happened to me when I was in Nigeria. I almost fell into the wrong hand that called himself a pastor, who said God asked him, God told him that I was his wife. So imagine I never saw it as something important to talk about. I would have got myself into a mess. I would have got myself into a stupid relationship, a stupid marriage that would have caused me so much pain and all that. But I thank God, because I was knowledgeable enough to know what is good and what is bad, so I could dictate who is telling the truth and who is lying. So I had the Spirit of God to confirm to me that pastor was just jonesing. He was just talking to himself, and he was just talking absolute trash. So guys, thank you so much. It's been wonderful having you guys around. It's been wonderful, trying to push the gospel and push truth, so everybody will know what is really obtainable when it comes to this whole topic and this whole issue. It's a problem. We all have to talk about it, because the plague of silence must be destroyed. Somebody has to stand to talk about the truth and what is happening in our society. Okay, guys, it's your humble friend Topsy Gift here in Ivano-Frankivsk, Ukraine. For those of you who are just coming, hello Nikki, Kristen. Thank you for joining, but you just came very late because we are already rounding off. So, but for you to have a copy of the video, just share it. You can have it on your timeline, and you go back to watch it again. I will be joining my mentor in the next few minutes by 9 o'clock. Let's talk about the ways on how you can detect who is a fake preacher. Okay, guys, thank you, and it's been good to have you around. So do have a wonderful night. Ciao.